There is a man in the habit of hitting me on the head with an umbrella. It's exactly 5 years today that he's been hitting me on the head with his umbrella. At first, I couldn't stand it. Now I'm used to it. I met him 5 years ago one morning. I was sitting on a bench in Palermo Park reading the paper. Suddenly, I felt something touch my head. It was the very same man who now, as I'm telling, is whacking me mechanically and impassively with an umbrella. On that occasion, I turned around filled with indignation. He just kept on hitting me. I asked him if he was crazy.
Are you crazy?
He didn't even seem to hear me. Then I threatened to call a policeman. Unperturbed, cool as a cucumber, he stuck with his task. After a few moments of indecision and seeing that he was not about to change his attitude, I stood up and punched him in the nose. The man fell down and let out an almost inaudible moan. He immediately got back on his feet, apparently with great effort, and without a word again began hitting me on the head with his umbrella. His nose was bleeding, and at that moment I felt sorry for him. I felt remorse for having hit him so hard. After all, the man wasn't exactly bludgeoning me, he was merely tapping me lightly on the head with his umbrella. Of course, those taps were extremely bothersome. As we all know, when a fly lands on your forehead, you don't feel pain whatsoever. What you feel is annoyance. Well then, that umbrella was one humongous fly that kept on landing on my head time after time and at regular intervals. Convinced that I was dealing with a madman, I tried to escape. But the man followed me, wordlessly continuing to hit me. So I began to run. At this juncture, I should point out that not many people run as fast as I do. He took off after me, vainly trying to hit a blow. The man was huffing and puffing and gasping so that I thought if I would continue to run at that speed, my tormentor would drop dead right then and there. That's why I slowed down to a walk. I looked at him. There was no trace of either gratitude or reproach on his face. I thought it best to return home. I took the tram. I took the first seat. He stood right beside me and held onto the railing with his left hand. With his right hand, he unrelentingly kept whacking me with his umbrella. First, the passengers exchanged timid smiles. Little by little, the whole tram trip turned into one great fit of laughter. An uproarious, interminable fit of laughter. I was burning with shame. My persecutor, impervious to the laughter, continued to strike me. We got off at Pacifico Bridge. We walked along Santa Fe Avenue. Everyone stupidly turned to stare at us. It occurred to me to say to them, "What are you looking at, you idiots? Haven't you ever seen a man hit another man on the head with an umbrella?" But it also occurred to me that they probably never had seen such a spectacle. Then 5 or 6 little boys began chasing after us, shouting like maniacs. But I had a plan. I went home. Once I got into my room, I would slam the door in his face. But that didn't happen. He must have read my mind, because he firmly seized the doorknob and pushed his way in with me. From that time on, he has continued to hit me on my head with the umbrella. As far as I can tell, he has never slept or eaten anything. His sole activity consists of hitting me. He's with me in everything I do, even in my most intimate activities. The blows kept me awake all night. I have asked him on many occasions and in all possible tones to explain his behavior to me. To no avail. He has wordlessly continued to hit me on the head with his umbrella. Many times I have let him have it with punches, kicks, and even, God forgive me, umbrella blows. He would meekly accept the blows. He would accept them as if they were a part of his job. And this is precisely the weirdest aspect of his personality. That unshakable faith in his work, coupled with a complete lack of animosity. In short, that conviction that he was carrying out some secret mission that responded to a higher authority. Despite his lack of physiological needs, I know that when I hit him, he feels pain. I know he's weak. I know he is mortal. I know that I can be rid of him with a single bullet. What I don't know is if it would be better for the bullet to kill him or to kill me. Neither do I know if, when the two of us are dead, he might not continue to hit me on my head with the umbrella. In any event, this reasoning is pointless. I recognized that I will never dare to kill him or to kill myself. On the other hand, I have recently come to the realization that I couldn't live without those blows. More and more frequently, a certain foreboding overcomes me. A new anxiety is eating at my soul. The anxiety stemming from the thought that this man, perhaps when I need him most, will depart, and I will no longer feel those umbrella taps that helped me sleep so soundly.